out here. Beautiful work. Picks her up and tucks her. Beautiful.
Corner with a record of 2 wins and 2 defeats, representing SBG Manchester, Levi Steedman.
When Dakota Ditcheva met Real Power, the story of the fight changed instantly. Up until that moment, everything was flowing. Speed, timing, confidence. Levi Steedman grabbed Dakota, hoisted her into the air, and slammed her down hard. The crowd gasped.
Straight out here. Beautiful work from Dakota. Levi drives her into the cage, picks her up and tucks her. Beautiful takedown from Levi Steedman.
Beautiful slam there from Levi. And looking at it, using that side.
This was no ordinary opponent. Across from her stood Levi Steedman, 5 feet 5 inches, 165 centimeters, of pure finishing threat. A fighter known for turning small openings into fight-ending disasters. With most of her victories coming by TKO or KO, once she gets her hands on you, you're in a storm.
Oh, slight stumble there. Levi's looking to push forward with his combinations we talked about. Letting the hands go right there as well, trying to flurry.
For a split second, it felt like the rise might crash. But moments like these reveal more than strength. They reveal heart. And now Dakota had to show whether she could survive the kind of power designed to break contenders. She walked into that cage at just 20 years old. No big promotion, no hype. Just a quiet girl from Manchester with something to prove. And right across from her stood Levi Steedman, a girl who wanted to make a name for herself by breaking Dakota Ditcheva. Now here's the thing people forget about this fight. Levi didn't just show up to participate, she showed up to dominate. And for moments in that fight, she did exactly that.
With that sweep there, she potentially get that heel up if she wanted to.
Turnover of action here.
Oh, good shot down the pipe.
I think she brought a cut onto the face of Jenny here. Jenny not out of it though.
This is where in round 1, Dakota was controlling the pace with sharp kicks to keep distance. But Levi, this 5 foot 5 inch girl from England with a nasty clinch game, shot in for a takedown and muscled Dakota to the mat. Not once. She kept going back to that well over and over, trying to drag Dakota into deep water. The commentators couldn't believe it, and honestly, neither could the crowd. But here's what separates good fighters from great ones. Dakota didn't panic. Even while eating knees from Levi in the clinch, she answered back with her own knees to the body. Even when Levi managed that big takedown in round 2, Dakota immediately started working back to her feet.
I think for Steedman, she needs to land some offense. Just as I say that, she starts to throw. Beautiful.
What's been around for Steedman now, this?
Jab and straight into the shoot there, closes the distance once again.
Now let's talk about the woman she couldn't finish. The woman nobody can finish. Dakota Ditcheva, born July 25th, 1998, from Sale, Greater Manchester. And she is something the sport genuinely doesn't see very often.
Representing Dakota Ditcheva.
Her record as of today, 15 wins, 0 losses, and 12 of those wins are finishes. That's an 80% finish rate. She started combat sports at 4 years old. Her mother, Lisa Howarth, is a multiple-time world champion in kickboxing, Muay Thai, and karate. So Dakota didn't just grow up near combat sports, she was born into it. Before MMA, she was already a world champion in Muay Thai and kickboxing. She won gold at the 2016 IFMA World Championships as an amateur. And by the time she turned professional in MMA, she already had the striking toolkit of a veteran. Her style? Pure Muay Thai at its finest. She controls range with sharp leg kicks. She uses her front push kick to keep opponents honest. And the moment she gets you in the clinch, it's over. She throws knees from the Thai clinch better than almost anyone in women's MMA today. Commentators compared it to Anderson Silva. That's not an exaggeration. And she doesn't just get results, she gets them fast. Her professional fights last an average of just 1.5 rounds. After surviving that scary night with Levi Steedman, Dakota never looked back. She went on to dominate Cornelia Holm in the PFL Europe semifinals, winning by body punch KO in round 3. Then she beat Valentina Skitidze in the PFL Europe Championship final. The doctor had to stop the fight because Skitidze's eye was completely destroyed. Then in 2024, Dakota put the whole sport on notice.
Down to the body, here's the elbow. Back elbow, and now a left hand.
First, she knocked out Lisa Malden in round 1, then Chelsea Hackett in round 1, then Gina Bishop in round 1, after waving Bishop back to her feet just so she could finish her standing. And finally, on November 29th, 2024, in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, she faced Taila Santos, a 25-fight veteran, a former UFC title contender, the most durable woman in the flyweight division. And Dakota became the first fighter ever to finish Taila Santos with a TKO by body shots in round 2.
Fighting out of the red corner. She's a Muay Thai specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. She weighed in officially at 126 pounds and holds a professional record of 5 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Manchester, England, Dakota Ditcheva.
Very comfortable.
Switches back.
Oh,
That sounds sweet coming in.
Deep down the middle to the chest.
Great knees up the middle. Goodness me, some of those.
She won the PFL World Championship, $1 million prize, the youngest PFL champion in history, and the first British woman to ever win a World MMA title. Her mother, former world champion Lisa Howarth, walked into the cage and handed her daughter the belt. There wasn't a dry eye in the building, so let's put these two side by side. Both are from Manchester, England. Both compete at 125 pounds flyweight. Both have a background in striking, and both showed real heart in that fight back in 2019. But the gap between them right now, it's massive. Dakota is 15 and 0 with a finish rate of 80%. She's the current world champion. She trains at American Top Team in Florida. The UFC reportedly made an offer to trade for her, and PFL said no because she's that valuable. Levi is 3-3 with 100% finish rate in wins, still working at the regional level, and still searching for the consistency to put it all together. Is Levi a threat to Dakota right now? Honestly, no. She showed in 2019 that she can make things uncomfortable for Dakota, and that is genuinely something. But Dakota today is not the same fighter she was at 20 years old in an amateur promotion.
The planet right now, fantastic strikers, veterans, future legends of the game here.
Oh, sure.
Santos is in
She's in big trouble.
Dakota Ditcheva to the body again for a championship. Santos is in big trouble. She's in big trouble. Dakota Ditcheva to the body again for a championship.
Taila Santos, height 5 feet 6 inches, 168 centimeters, reach 68.0 inches, 173 centimeters, record 22-4-0, was more than just a fighter. She was Dakota Ditcheva's most despised rival, the final boss standing in her way. Santos had thrown shade even before stepping into the cage, commenting on Dakota's posts and taunting her with a Barbie belt remark, reducing a world-class athlete to a stereotype.
The final, and I know she's commented on one of my posts before saying she wants Barbie's belt.
Her career had its own turbulence, a 6-month ban for steroids, but when she returned, the stage was set for perfect retribution. Walking into Riyadh with confidence and arrogance, she aimed for the $1 million prize. But for Dakota, the money was secondary. This fight was personal.
11 knockouts, 1 submission.
Refusing to touch gloves, Dakota made her intentions clear. This wasn't about respect, it was about payback. Every move, every strike, every calculated decision was fueled by anger and preparation. The fighter once mocked as a Barbie would now deliver justice. Not with words, but with an undeniable display of skill and dominance.
Now has an opportunity with these double underhooks to get Dakota Ditcheva to the ground.
Nice job by Ditcheva.
Let me tell you about Taila Santos. this isn't just some random opponent. This is a two-time UFC title challenger who came dangerously close to submitting Valentina Shevchenko, one of the greatest female fighters of all time. The record, 25 professional fights, almost twice as many fights as Dakota at the time. Former UFC flyweight title challenger, dangerous Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt, known for her submissions and ground game.
Side of the octagon.
Oh. And how about that? Shevchenko a little slipper. She tried to take Santos down. And now Kyla.
Santos is a grappler. Her game plan is simple but deadly. Close the distance, secure the body lock, take you down, submit you, or ground and pound. She's strong, she's powerful, and she's ended rivals with that dangerous Brazilian jiu-jitsu. The problem? She got caught taking oxandrolone and clenbuterol, banned for 6 months. But that didn't humble her. If anything, it made her more dangerous when she returned.
This is amazing! Got the back, got the neck crank so far. Can she get it under the chin? And this is what I said to Valentina. I said at some point, when you zig...
Now let's talk about Dakota, the Barbie Ditcheva. The record, undefeated streak through PFL 11 knockouts, 1 submission at the time, daughter of former kickboxing world champion Lisa Howarth, training at American Top Team with larger women, British-Bulgarian striking specialist.
So long and rangy.
Put away.
Right hand. Treats.
Fighting style, Dakota is what happens when you combine elite Muay Thai clinch work, long-range striking with devastating kicks, matrix-level head movement, underrated grappling defense, vicious body work that crumbles opponents. She's dangerous from both stances. She switches seamlessly. And unlike most strikers, she's not afraid of the clinch. She welcomes it. Those knees, they're fight enders.
Right on the money, baby. What a kid.
Her reach advantage isn't just physical, it's technical. Every time you try to close the distance, you're eating jabs, leg kicks, and that signature front kick to the face. When they finally met in Saudi Arabia, the disrespect was real. Santos had mocked Dakota, putting on lipstick to make fun of the Barbie nickname. Dakota, she walked out relaxed, but when the bell rang, she refused to touch gloves.
Right back. Oh, big nasty.
Round 1. The statement from the opening bell. Dakota went to work. Long-range game, kicks and jabs. Santos tried to draw her in for the takedown boom. Big right hand that hurt. Santos grabbed the body lock, but Dakota was too strong even in grappling. Dakota let her back up, stayed patient, spinning elbows off the fence. That front kick, stamping Santos's face. Santos showed her championship pedigree though. Landed takedowns, showed her grappling levels. But Dakota's takedown defense? Superb. She escaped every time and turned up the tempo. The leg kicks were brutal. With every kick, Santos's lead leg became more bruised, more swollen.
Defeated in the blue, Tyler Santos, a one-time UFC title challenger in the black. First moves forward. Push kick to the face. Ditcheva showing off all the weapons. And her considerable Santos hurt deep for sure. Santos is in big trouble. She's in big trouble. Dakota Ditcheva to the body again.
Round 2. The domination. By round 2, Dakota was in the matrix, evading shots like neo-brutal counters to every Santos attack, knees to the body that tested Santos's conditioning, elbows that opened up damage. Santos's only plan was to wrestle, but Dakota shut it down. The damage was grotesque. Santos's body and liver brutalized face showing serious wear, but Santos wouldn't quit. That championship heart, the finish. Then Dakota smelled blood. Wild elbows, 2-piece and a soda. Santos in trouble. Championship fight over. Dakota wins the PFL, America belt, and $1 million prize. But she wasn't done. Dakota put on lipstick in the center of the cage, mocking Santos's earlier disrespect. Pure dominance. Here's the honest breakdown.
And her opponent fighting out of the red corner. She's a Muay Thai specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. She weighed in officially at 126 pounds and holds a professional record of 5 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of of Manchester, England, Dakota Ditcheva.
Very comfortable.
Switches back.
Jab. Oh, lovely combo.
Santos's advantages: more experience. 25 fights versus fewer for Dakota. UFC level competition faced elite grappling credentials. Championship tested cardio fought Valentina Shevchenko twice. Dakota's advantages: size and reach, superior striking technique, better takedown defense than expected, youth and speed power in both hands and legs, underrated clinch game, the reality. Could Santos be the next Dakota? No. Here's why. Different paths. Santos is a grappler who relied on strength and PEDs. Dakota is a pure technician who's been training since childhood. The eye test. Dakota made Santos look ordinary. She neutralized every advantage Santos had. The ceiling. Dakota is still improving. She's younger, faster, and has more tools in her arsenal.
Very comfortable.
Switches back.
Jab. Oh, lovely combo.
That sounded sweet from here.
Feet down the middle to the chest.
Right knees up the middle. Goodness me, some of those. I think she's in real trouble here, Evan, right?
And you've got to be able to find that within yourself. And at the moment, they're both searching for that, let's face it. There's a dark place where a person has to go to say, look, it goes beyond sport, it goes beyond stamina, it goes into the depths of your soul. And at the moment, these girls have got to find it, and it's going to be in this round where we'll see who wants it most. It's a very close fight, an interesting fight, and I've got nothing but respect for both girls, but we'll see. We're going into round number 5, Gab. No, I'm only joking, Birmingham people. Here's some of the action then, Gab.
Yeah, you can see there, look, the distance there. Brady's right on us straight away. Doesn't give her a chance to work at all. Just throwing anything at her at the moment. Again, those kicks landing. There's no power in them at all because she's bouncing.
You know, but look at that beautiful balance. She's got all the technique, but I don't know whether it's a little bit of stamina is just a little bit of an issue. I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring, Hannah Brady.
Well, making her way to the ring then is the Cat Fun Tip Fen Fatal, Hannah Brady. Cat Fun Tip, very strong, pure Muay Thai technique, trained by Cat Fun Tip. Maria Chu, Maria Cat Fun Tip should say. And Cat Fun Tip as well. Simon Chu, it's a family affair. But Hannah Brady is very, very strong, comes forward, means business, we'll see.
Dakota Ditcheva versus Hannah Brady, Muay Thai, late 2018. This was the night Dakota Ditcheva faced disaster. Her opponent came in with a 10-2 record, not a prospect, not a stepping stone. And before the fight even began, she crossed a line no one ever had before.
And I'll knock her mother out too after I'm done with her. I will knock this dumb bitch out. And I'll knock her mother out too after I'm done with her. Dakota, I'm coming for you. Be ready, you dyke.
Starts to melt. The Scottish fighter and lands 2 big right hands.
Woohoo! Makes quick work of Plan Rankin. And look at the work to celebrate.
She disrespected Dakota's mother, saying, "After Dakota, I'm coming for her mother." She promised to break Dakota. She promised to make her cry in the ring. This was the first time Dakota Ditcheva faced a real fighter after her loss to Amy Perney. And the result? No winner. Yes, you heard that right. The fight ended in a split decision draw.
In the red corner, Dakota Ditcheva!
Here's the stats then. 13 fights, 12 wins and 1 loss for Ditcheva. 15 fights, 10 wins, 4 losses.
Late 2018 was a pivotal moment in Dakota Ditcheva's early career. Coming off a tough loss to Amy Perney, Dakota was facing questions about her abilities, her resilience, and her readiness to compete at the highest levels. That loss had shaken her confidence, and the fight against Hannah Brady was supposed to be her opportunity to prove herself. to regain momentum. Instead, she stepped into a storm. Brady was not only experienced and technically proficient, but she also brought a level of psychological warfare that Dakota had never encountered. The disrespect and threats aimed at her and her family added a personal edge that intensified the stakes. This fight was no longer just about Muay Thai.